Alright, Michael, here's your 1/18 scale Auto Art Black Beauty. It's the Green Hornets ride. This is, I think I mentioned, an Auto Art model, 1/18 scale, Chrysler Imperial is what the car was based on. Again, with Auto Art models, if people that haven't had an Auto Art model don't really get it. They are expensive, and if you're into detail and good paint, Auto Art's the way to go. They're really detailed out, especially compared to like the Maisto, however you want to say it, and you know, some of the other models. Like I said, the seams are so tight on this. I'm trying to just get the hood picked up here with a scalpel blade, and I can't even get it pulled up. I was going to show the motor. I'm afraid to do it with this because then I don't want to mess the paint up. But anyway, very highly detailed. I'm not even going to try it because I'll mess it up on camera. Very highly detailed engine compartment, everything else. Could have used a little cleaning, looks like. I failed to do that before I started the video. Again, this Green Hornet, so we've got the green headlights, steady headlights on this. It's basically built like the model I built for Fred. That's what you referred to. So you've got lighting under the dash, lighting on the rear package tray, and then of course tail lights, and then custom sound card. Now this video is going to be a little bit more difficult than doing Fred's video because you are going to mount it to a base. So what we've done here, or I've done, I wish my wife would help, but anyway, maybe I don't wish that, but whatever. What I've done here is put at least 12 inches of wire with each battery, switch, and like I said, the old battery pack for the sound card. So you'll see there's a switch in line here. If you just drill a hole in the side of your base, you can mount this where just this little part will stick out. A little push button piece, you can see it there. Like there's a little round area. I usually use I forget what size the drill bit is, maybe it's bigger than 3/64. Just totally went blank. 3/32 maybe, and then I just use I know what size, that's why I've got this marked here. You'll see silver on it somewhere, right there. I can just run this through, and it's a tapered reamer is what this is, and that way I can take my hole, make it big enough for this to just pop right in and then glue it in from the back side. So it works out pretty well. That's what I do with most of my models where I mount that switch. So if you want to mount that in the side of your base, you know, you can, and that way just the little button itself will stick out. As for the battery packs, this is for your sound card. Again, there's at least 12 inches of wire on this where you can tuck this through and route that however you want to do it, and then of course with your battery, 9-volt battery. These are the buttons for your sound card. Again, these buttons you can drill a small hole and just have this sticking through the side of the base. I've done that before for customers. And then I will also send you some little small buttons like these, little momentary switches, and if you want to, you just take these wires off of here and then solder them to the terminals on this, and that way you can mount this actually on the outside, and there's actually double face tape on that where you can stick that to the base, and then boop, boop, the Green Hornet. Okay, anyway, I pressed the button, that's why I said that. So let's move this out of the way here. Let's just turn the lights on. There we go. Now my battery's not wanting to make connection. Alright. So again, I mentioned your green headlights. And go inside here, we'll see your lighting under the dash. And then lighting in the rear as well. May not be able to see it very well with my camera. Let's see here. Turn it around a little bit. It's glowing up top a little bit better. Kind of see it there a little bit. Turn this back on. Well, why that green's messing my camera up? I must have accidentally adjusted the shutter speed or something. But anyway, lighting there. The 3 tail lights in each tail light. 3 LEDs in each tail light. Again, they're not going to show up. It's like it's blurring, but there are 3 separate LEDs in there, like you mentioned with Fred's. So it's done the same way. I don't know why this camera is acting like this tonight. Anyway, I always have problems with it, but never like this. Let's turn this back around. And then as far as your little battery power, your sound card, Again, little switches for that. They're little momentary push buttons. And I'm sure I'm going to get them in the wrong order. Let's try this real quick. Yep, let's try this one. I should have labeled them.
Another challenge for the Green Hornet is Aid Cato and their rolling arsenal, the Blackers. On police record, a wanted criminal. The Green Hornet is really Britt Reed, owner-publisher of the Daily.
So there's the show intro. Plays the entire intro with just part of the music. I didn't put all of the music on there. I didn't want to use up the whole card. So, and then the second button finishes up the intro song. Won't let that play all the way out. And then the third button, or first button, depending on how you put them on your base, is the where they get in the car, and then they go do a weapons check, an equipment check.
Check the scanner. Check. Hornet gun.
Gotta check the Hornet gun.
Check. Hornet sting. Check.
And of course you have to say,
Let's roll, Cato.
let's roll Cato. So there you have it. Again, all three, I went ahead and did the three. I think you only mentioned 2 sounds, but I went ahead and do all 3 of them, like Fred's car had. That way it finishes up the intro song as well. Again, pretty cool setup. Like I said, it's a beautiful car. The paint on the auto art models are great. Of course, black always looks the best. I vow every time I buy a black car to never buy another one. But I've had, well, I don't know how many black cars I've had in my driving career, but like you go to the lot and you see a black car that's cleaned up real nice. My Grand National was one of the cars I'd never buy another black car again, and you get there and it's like you're sold on it. Of course, if you buy a Grand National, it's the only color you're going to get is black. So anyway, I appreciate the order, and like I said, sorry it took so long to get this knocked out. But hopefully these wires and everything are what you're wanting, and I will send another 9-volt battery holder as well in case you want to change this clip out to a mount. I know this video took long and some of my subscribers are going to complain, but again, like I said, I make my videos for my customer, not for the general viewing public. I appreciate the views and comments, but just keep that in mind. Thank you very much, and like I said, we'll get this taken care of and get this out to you. Thank you again.